Greenville, South Carolina. Back to my roots. The city I was born in and raised for a little while. But I would always come back here to visit my grandparents when they were with us. And now they're all with the ancestors, but we're going to see if we can go take a look at the old neighborhood and see how much it's changed. I'll share that with you guys in a few minutes. I'm sorry, hello?
Give me just a minute, I'll be right with you.
All right. Yeah, let me get one hot dog all the way.
Anything else for you?
That's gonna be it. Yeah, that's gonna be it today.
All right, it's gonna be 216. Drive around for me.
All right, thank you. So we are in what you call Nickeltown. And the Nickeltown Community Center is where I used to play growing up. Still here after all these years. And we used to come down here and meet the honeys on the low. And just have a good time hanging out in a simpler place and time where there was no corona diseases that would take you out of here. Cancer wasn't even hardly heard of. But I still remember the time. Just bringing back memories and sharing a little bit with you guys. Now I'm going into a place that really hits home. And you can see the construction that's going on. It looked nothing like this back in the day. It looked more like this. And they changed the name to Washington Homes. And then Evergreen Place looks like. But it was called Roosevelt. When I was growing up and as a baby, this is where my parents lived. And along with me and my sister Tori. This was home. Simple place and time. These apartments have not changed at all. And it was the hood, it's still the hood. I'm not ashamed of it, and we had some really good times. Yeah, I can still remember some things when I was a baby that took place in these homes. We lived in these homes when my dad was still a musician and wasn't making that much money. My mom was working, doing what she could, and in college at Greenville Technical College, that is, Greenville, South Carolina. And we're still in Nickeltown, but right now I'm going to show you where the other home where I grew up. It's my mother dearest home, Queen Johnson, my mom's mother. Don't know if we'll have a chance to get to Prospect Street where my dad grew up, but I spent most of my time right around here in Nickeltown at Roosevelt and a place called Dime Street and Carter Street. And that's where I am right now. I'll go give you a look at the house that I grew up in with my grandmother. All right, we're on Carter Street. This is where I grew up. This hill behind me, the skateboard used to come down that hill flying about 30 miles an hour. And this Jeep, this ditch right here, I don't know if you can see it. I used to jump this ditch, make a ramp and jumped it with my bike. Thought I was Evel Knievel. I don't know why I wanted to be a motorcycle rider, but that came true. I rode for 11 years and had 6 bikes and finally sold all of them because my mama didn't feel like they were safe. But this is my grandmother's old house where my mom lived and her siblings. And this tree, that tree right there, right there. I used to climb that tree every day and just sit up there to get away from people. I was always a strange kid. And where you see these houses are right here, was a big dirt field. It was a school there, and that's where I got my first injury. My left hand was cut by a piece of glass that I fell on. I'll never forget it, because the lines in your hand, in my hand, is so different than what the other hand is. But anyway, just bringing back memories and sharing a little bit with you guys while I'm down here home in Greenville, South Carolina, in Nickeltown on Carter Street.
Yes, do it again. I love it. Two of them. Two of them. Two of them. You see that light?
The grandbaby's growing. I cannot, man. Not two. And girls at that, it's it for me. That's it. Oh, look at the smile. Look at the smile.